Hello, people of YouTube. Welcome to this thing that I'm doing. Yeah, recording with Bandicam, thus the big watermark, because I'm too cheap to buy it. Yep. This is the first video I've done anything like this. It's going to be a Photoshop tutorial, if you haven't guessed by the fact that I'm on Photoshop. We're going to be doing this vector effect today. And this is more of a test to see if you like being told what to do by myself. Anyway, let's get into it. The first thing we're going to do is open a new document. This one I've just done 500 by 500 pixels for an example. And we're just ripping an image straight off Google Images. This is a random skull image that I found, because skulls are fun. I found this on Google Images. Yeah, so plagiarism. Woo! I think it's an ashtray. I think that's actually what it is. What kind of sick person would have that as an ashtray? I don't know. But all my ashtrays are real human skulls because I'm hipster. Yep. Anyway, the first thing we can do is we can get rid of all this stuff that is lying around. So if I turn off the background, you can see the whiteness. We need to get rid of that. So just using the magic wand, press W to get the magic wand up. That's the shortcut. So you can just select this and press backspace to delete it. Simple enough. Right, now the next thing we want to do is make 3 layers that are exactly the same as this one. So just if you click the layer and drag it down to this icon, we have a copy. There's other ways you can do it, just do it this way because I told you to. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go on to this layer and we're going to hide these two. And we're going to go to Image, Adjustments, Threshold. What Threshold does is this. It does that. That's all it does. It makes a black and white image with the highlights and shadows blown out to maximum. You can adjust how deep the sensitivity of it. But for this one, we're going to make 3 versions each of the threshold. So this one we're going to put at the kind of brighter end of the scale. And this will actually be our shadows. You'll see in a minute what I'm talking about, but the lighter end is our shadows. So, okay, and then we're going to click on the next layer, make sure we're selecting the next layer, and we're going to just do it again, threshold, this time staying in the medium kind of area for our midtones. And, okay, then next layer, exact same process. Boop, boop, boop. Don't do what I've done, because I'm an idiot. I've done threshold on this layer, and as you saw, there was nothing to do because it's just black and white. So make sure you're selecting the right layer. Ryan. Go threshold, and this time to the darker end of the scale. So what we've got is 3 layers, each with different amounts of black and white. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to select this layer, and we're going to go to Select, Color Range, select white, OK, and delete it. And delete it. And we're selecting the wrong layer. Again. Delete it. There we go. We're not all stupid here. Next layer, make sure it's selected. Exact same thing, color range. A lot of repetition in this. So choose white and delete it. Better that time. Now the last layer we're not going to delete, and you'll see we're not going to delete the white, and you'll see why in a minute. But next thing we're going to do, the next step is we're going to change the color of each of these. So click on this layer and press Control U or Command U if you're an asshole and you're using a Mac. So, and then we're just gonna lighten it up a bit. Not that much actually. Dark kind of grey. And OK. Then this one, same thing. Control U, and then make it even lighter. So now we've got our effect. No, we don't. I've done it. No, I'm not finished. You're like, Ryan, that looks shit. And I'm like, I know, and I don't care. Next, we're just going to move these layers about. So we're going to drag these on top of each other till it looks like that. You see? And I know you're saying it still looks like shit, but shut up. I don't care. So that is the basic of the effect, and it kind of gives it that vector cartoony look. It's real easy to do. It's just a quick effect you can do. Then if you want to just slap them all on the same layer, you can press Control or Command E to merge the layers, and then you can do what you want with it. You got your own little vector skull or vector image or whatever you've got. If you want to make it not black and white, you can press Control U again, and then you can click Colorize, and then you can just mess around with the colors and do whatever you want to do. Let's do a disco skull. Okay, that's not very disco actually. There we go. That is so disco. And then for the brushes, I just got a paintbrush pack. Go on the background layer. I got a paintbrush pack that I had lying around. I'll put the download link in the description if you want it. And then I just painted in a little bunch of splatters, because splatters are fun. Messy fun. That's the joy of Photoshop. Messy fun without actually getting messy. You dirty people, I know what you're thinking. You dirty whores. Anyway, that is the basics of that effect, and you can do it to pretty much any image. Make sure you're doing it to an object though. It doesn't really work so well when you've got a whole image. Make sure it's something you can cut out. Gas masks and that kind of stuff work really well. It's really fun. Anyway, that was my first Photoshop tutorial. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any effects that you want me to try and attempt, or just let me know if what you had for dinner, or whatever you want. I don't care. Just comment and tell me something. Let me know, people. I need to know. Anyway, before I get all desperate and clingy, I'm going to leave you alone. So, goodbye, people of YouTube. Until again. Bye.